Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're going to be starting a brand new campaign on the Dance of Dragons scenario as Aemond Targaryen. So if you'd like to send that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new, let me know feedback and suggestions in the comments, and mod lists are available to YouTube channel members as always. So in this alternative timeline, Aegon has died and blood and cheese were successful. So King Aemond has taken the throne and he's been thrust into this war against Rhaenyra. Daeron has arrived at the capital and we need to win this civil war against her. Now we've got a decision to make too. Who does Aemond now marry? Do I marry Helaena, who I've been fond of, or do I try and marry one of the Baratheon girls? So Aemond has some really good stats, only 15 martial but 28 prowess. Now at the moment we have the biggest dragon in the game, however Rhaenyra does have the dragons by number. We're going to have to get Daeron married off too, so we are now the heir of the Iron Throne and King, well, the true heir. So I'm brave, arrogant, wrathful and sadistic. Aggressive attacker, got Vhagar, I'm one-eyed. We're going to be able to eventually put a Sapphire in there. My father Otto and mother is still alive, and we've got to choose a lifestyle. I think going down Marshall is the best play. That's going to bump that up to a whopping 18. And then we've got a decision to make who to marry. I think naturally marrying Helaena is probably a good idea. However, she might have difficulty having more children. That's the only concern. If I find myself a good Baratheon girl, that might change things. I can pick whichever one I want. So we've got 17,000 troops. Christian Cole is still Lord Commander of the King's Guard too. So hopefully we can start a dynasty with Aemond. Let's reappoint the small council here. Let's make Boris Baratheon my master at arms. My father Otto is hand of the king. And let's bring in a Velaryon for master of whisperers, because half of the true Velaryons have sided with us. Montford Velaryon there too. While the rest of the fake Velaryons have joined the false queen Rhaenyra. So I've got Blackfire with me. We've also got the Crown of the Conqueror. We've got some eggs with us too. But I cannot be coronated, unfortunately, until the war is over. Okay, so let's have a look. So we've got Jason Lannister and the Baratheons with us. Jane Arryn is declared her independence. Daeron is my heir at the moment. So I think naturally marrying Helaena to shore up the Targaryen dynasty is probably not a bad idea. I can quickly just have a look at other potential options for this run. Okay, we've got some Lyseni. Oh, we've got a Rain too. Also, we have the Baratheon. So I don't think I can marry Cassandra unless I have children into her dynasty. I believe it's Floris has the best traits from memory. Marissa's pretty good. But what I will do, not to shun Boris Baratheon, I will get Daeron to marry one of the daughters instead. So I'll marry Queen Helaena, and let's just hope we can have some Targaryen children with her. We can invite dragon seeds, but not yet, I think. Yeah, so we can't have our coronation, damn. So that's going to make us have pretty bad relations with other lords. We can plan a funeral. I'm going to marry Daeron to Floris, who is better, even though she's third in line. Okay, so let's raise the army. Christian Cole will take the command. And let's hopefully try and win the Dance of the Dragons. And hopefully don't get any bad RNG. So long live the king. Aegon has died. Probably due to my doing, but he's not hiding somewhere. He's not going to pop up at Dragonstone. Aegon is dead along with his descendants. So at the moment, Aemond is king upon the Iron Throne. the usurper, and his son, well, he hasn't had a son yet or an heir, so Daeron is there. I can marry Tylan to Marissa Baratheon. Interesting, because he's in my court. That wouldn't be a bad idea. The thing is, Tylan's brother has like so many children, so he's nowhere near in line. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a Lannister Baratheon lines going. Yeah, because Jason, look how many children Jason has. Tylan's 33. Okay, we've had a wedding celebration. Helena with Dreamfire is slightly older than me, but looks like most of the Crown Land armies have sided with Rhaenyra. Dalton Greyjoy has joined us though, declaring his independence, but Jane Arryn is currently against us. So, we've got a first battle here, just north of Hayford. The Crown Army engages, and Boris Baratheon is leading the command. It's currently 4% in our favour. The battle at Stanmill, Boris Baratheon picking up the first win. Lessons from the past, let's do that. But the Dance of the Dragons is well and truly underway. Why did this war have to begin? Because of Viserys' weakness. Made the lords swear to Rhaenyra that are going against the air. Oh, here we go. Wait, so we've got no, Dalton's joined. Okay. So Dalton unfortunately has joined Rhaenyra, even though he declared his independence there. Right, okay. But Christian Cole's won a massive battle there. And that could be a deciding factor. Oh my god, 42,000 enemy forces lost there. Estamont, Cargyle, Prester, Fell, Rain. They have all been appointed by my brother Aegon. They're going to sit there though still. Yeah, I still have... Yeah, Rhaenyra is still my sister, half-sister at the end of the day. You do forget that. Sometimes. Okay, oh, we've captured someone. Bar Aemond. From Sharp Point. Massey Hook if it's in. Oh, nice. Helena is pregnant. Wait, House Bar Aemond has a Valyrian steel sword? Surely by the time Got comes, they've lost that. Interesting. So Dalton Greyjoy is actually the best commander of these enemy forces. We're sitting at 65%. Wow. And House Arryn. Oh, Jace takes... No, this is Joff takes to the sky on Taraxes. A lot of the Rhaenyra's forces are in the south. We're going to have another battle. There's a new commander on the wall. A Tallheart has died and Nestamont has taken it. And we're just winning at the moment. Because we probably have numerical supremacy, more lords favour male preference primogeniture. And we've had a daughter, unfortunately. Oh, that's going to complicate things. We need a son. What's a good name? I guess we call her like Visenya or something. But Rhaenys is the one that starts the dynasty. Maegor. Visenya has Maegor, doesn't she? So maybe we just call her Visenya name-wise. Visenya. Oh, but we're going to need a son soon. Because we definitely want to go down Valyrian male preference primogeniture. Because our whole claim is still based on the oldest male Targaryen heir. Okay, so looking good. Oh wait, invalid target. What happened? So we've won the dance, but Daeron in a dragon battle has killed Rhaenyra. And Syrax too. Oh wow. And we've won the dance. It wasn't Vhagar. It was Daeron. Thanks, bro. Okay, so it's a little bit annoying, but we were gonna win this war, I reckon, anyway. We were winning so many good battles there. Christian Cole was just a better commander than Dalton Greyjoy. So, what's happened? So we've gotten Dragonstone, I think. Oh, we've also gotten Driftmark too. But, interesting. We will have our coronation, but we only have 4 kingdoms really under our control. The Vale still rebels, along with Dawn and the Iron Islands. Daeron hasn't had a child though. Alright, well let's deal with the usurpers then. So, Jace, Luke and Joff are under Key, along with the other children of Viserys. Daemon too. So there won't be a dragon battle over Harrenhal. And then we've got Rhaenys too. Okay, so we need to make a decision on what to do with them. I think what I'll do is send whoever wants to go to the wall. We'll send them there. We've also got to make a decision who takes Driftmark. Probably these 4 guys that are loyal to us. There's just so many Valarians in the books. Maybe I split Driftmark up a bit. But we've got to make a decision with our kin. Okay, so Corlys we shall send to the Night's Watch. But we could try and intercept him on the way. We'll show to the people of King's Landing that we're a just and rightful lord. We'll send them to the Night's Watch, but maybe some of these guys can be taken out on the road, let's say. Daemon, I actually might legitimately send him to the Night's Watch. I'm a bit of a fan. Aemond was always a bit of a fanboy of him. Cregan Stark is a traitor. He should be dealt with. Dalton Greyjoy too. We'll try to send him to the Night's Watch. Now, the strong boys, we'll send them to the Night's Watch, but they definitely need to be done in. So I think we'll send as many... Thing is, I think we'll get rid of the Stark, the Greyjoy permanently, and then the strong Valarians. And then I don't want anyone of Rhaenyra's traitor lineage. So we'll get rid of Aegon. We'll get rid of Viserys too. We'll make them all direct descendants of Aemond, I think. So Cregan Stark has accepted. He's joined the Night's Watch. Corlys too. And Daemon. But I think we'll get rid of Corlys. Jace. And Cregan at the wall. We'll plot their demise, let's say. Okay, so Rhaenyra's died. Jace has died now. Gotten rid of Rhaenys. Same with Joff. They are now dealt with. So this line will end. Dalton Greyjoy joined the Night's Watch. He was taken out. And who have we still got here? All of the other lords, which will ransom, I think. Yeah, they weren't brought before me because the war was none and void, unfortunately. The curse undone. Luke, who took out my eye, is now gone. And now we just have so many dragons roaming. We could fight Aemond in a single combat. Sure, let's do it. We've taken his Valyrian steel sword. Let's fight him. He's actually fighting himself. Nice. We won. Make sure we still have decent combat skill. Then we're going to have to deal with our traits too. Nice. My daughter Visenya has now hatched herself a dragon. I nearly don't know with that sometimes. Are you better off to allow, when there's plenty of dragons about, allow some of your family members to take the bigger dragons that are about? Or are you better off hatching them and then letting them grow up together? Okay, I'm going to start the coronation. We're going to bring in the High Septon. And the traitors have been dealt with. We're going to have to reconstitute the army after the war, as Jane Arryn, a fierce supporter of Rhaenyra, is still about. And then we've got to deal with the Greyjoys. And then, dare I say, the Dornish. So Dragon Guard, and Horsemen, I think. And then we'll just fill the rest with Gold Cloaks, depending on our money. But we've got the wealth of King's Landing and the Crown Land's backing us, so... we're pretty good overall. Okay. Yeah, we've still got a decent amount. It's not like we have to do much rebuilding or repairing. Really. Buildings wise, King's Landing's still pretty good. It's not like we have to build it from the Aegon fort or something. But yeah, who would have thought that it was going to be my brother Daeron ultimately? We will go with the Crown of the Conqueror. I think it makes sense. Otto's still alive. And yeah, obviously in this alternative timeline, more akin to the books, Alicent and Otto would be fully on board with Aemond. There is that thing as... same with Maelys and Aemond. Like, why were they not given a dragon egg when they were so young? Tyrell has a boy king. Oh, King Torrhen is now 3. There's a 3-year-old ruling the north too. So at the moment, most of the 7 kingdoms are subdued. So we've got the Crown Lands here, so we've got Dragonstone. Now this is so complicated. Who do I give Dragonstone to? Do I give it to Daeron, or do I wait? I do think... wait, so Vaemond Velaryon died? Oh no. He did side with us. I nearly think I want to give it to this other line here, just because these guys are quite... he's like... like, Vaemond's grandson is 13. And we've got a lot of stuff here. Rogar, Jaehaerys, Velaryon. Look, what I'll do is I'll give Driftmark and High Tide to Jace Velaryon, who's 50. And then I'll split it up. And then I'll give... hang on, I just need to go this way. Yep, and then I'll give Ethen Velaryon the Lordship of Driftmark. And then I'll give the other minor title here to Montford. The Lordship of the Gullet, yeah. And that's what I'll do. I'll try and break it up. But the Velaryons, who still sided with Rhaenyra, don't ever mount enough strength to go against us. So we've got Mazaria here, the White Worm. Interesting. Tyland is our Master of Coin. Funnily enough, Bahram, I could make him my Master of Ships, but I will make the King's Guard. Oh, and I can replace my eye. Let's go with a Opal Sapphire. Let's do that. So the eye patch is no more, because now I am officially going to be king after my coronation. All hail King Aemond upon the Iron Throne. Elmo Tully now comes to bend the knee. And I'm sure the other child lords, the Reach, the North, the Iron Islands are ruled by children. Boy lords, which is surprising. Oh, that marriage is finally going to go off between the Baratheons. Nice. And now hopefully we can start rebuilding Targaryen supremacy and dominance. Because we've nearly led to the absolute destruction of this house. Nice. Things are looking better now that we're coronated. Okay, let's look at Westeros. King Aemond is 22, sits upon the Iron Throne, coronated, so the lords are more loyal to him. Let's have a look at the other houses. So I have a daughter, Visenya, Unfortunately, Helena is really struggling to have more children, which is understandable, I suppose. Boris is 47. Dawn is rebellious. The Reach is ruled by a 3-year-old. Mostly the Fossways rule there. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. The Westerlands is ruled by Jason. Elmo Tully. Toron is Dalton's 4-year-old son. And then there's a 4-year-old in the north. So, I suppose it's going to be up to the other lords if they're going to send military forces to help us against Jane Arryn in the Vale. I think that's our first target, which is easier said than done. So let's decorate the throne room with Targaryen banners. Oh, wait, actually, I think the dragon skulls give us... Oh, they're going to give us better stuff. So, but, wait. Oh, okay. Valerion, Meraxes. Yeah, because Vhagar's still alive. What's Thermax? Wait, the seahorse statue. Did we take that from Corlys when he was sent to the wall? Him and Daemon are still up there hanging out. Okay, so here are the only 5 members of House Targaryen left in the world. That's crazy. Daemon is north, defending the wall. Hopefully he becomes Lord Commander and is like a proto-Blood Raven. Daeron is still my heir, but yeah. We're going to need to start pumping out some children. And we definitely need male heirs quickly. Let's release those. There's like a Corbray, a couple other random characters there. Alright, so... Otto is still my Hand of the King. Yeah, come on, Helena. Give me some more children. We've bumped it up to nearly 32,000 potential soldiers now. Oh, nice. We can create some accolades now. So, Willis Fell. Let's do that. Hugh Waters. Really? Hugh Hammer. Interesting. He might not have Vermithor at this point. So he's just a good commander that supported Rhaenyra. And now has come back to King's Landing. Get the Gold Cloak leader here. So there are some knights and accolades. Yeah, so I think we go after the Vale first. 38, Aldrich is the heir. So this is interesting in itself because Emma Arryn was her auntie. Jane and Rhaenyra were cousins. So we can straight up just go with Iron Throne Force vassalization rather than dragon conquest. Okay, so let's declare war against Jane. Even with the armies of the Crown Lands and Dragonstone, we should numerically have enough. And obviously we have Vhagar and my brother Daeron with Tessarion, who was quite useful in the dance. Now, unfortunately, Jane doesn't have her dragon. Sheep Stealer, if someone could claim her, maybe Nettles might be able to help. I'm not too sure. But here we go. We push into the mountains. Dragons do have a really hard time fighting here. So they're going to push down to Salt Pans. I'm actually fighting just outside the Bloody Gate with Christian Cole, the new Kingmaker. And it looks like we're going to win a decisive victory at the start here on the out. Wow. Stokework has been scheming, so let's definitely throw him in jail. We let him live. We let him go back to his land, so now he'll be imprisoned. Mazzari are now helping us now. And looks like my Maester too. I guess we just leave my Maester. Stokeworth has been annoying, so we'll definitely get rid of him. Oh, speaking of Sheep Stealer, now that we're in the Vale, he's attacking livestock. Alright, so Christian Cole won a pretty good victory here now. So it's mostly just us pushing. Yeah, I guess we get a gift for Queen Helena. But yeah, we have still yet to have another child. Oh wait, she's fallen pregnant now though. Ah, but it ended prematurely. Ugh. Nice, that marriage has officially gone off now. between Floris Baratheon, third-born daughter of Boris, to Daeron. And now we're sieging out the Bloody Gate, which is easier said than done. So, pushing up into the Vale. The sheer cliffs and the high mountains make the Eyrie near impregnable. My daughter is now a toddler. Okay. Some more additional reinforcements coming. Oh, nice. So, Daeron has had a daughter. They want to call her Rhaenys. Do I just accept that? That's not too bad, but I want to call my other daughter Rhaenys if I have one. Okay, well, we're actually going to intercept this army here that started taking some territory. Nice. Oh. Oh, damn. Got the Valeman banner there, which is pretty good. So after taking the Bloody Gate, Christian Cole, after seeing the territory in the Northern Riverlands get taken, we wanted to engage them. Nice, and we need to retake that territory quickly so they lose those capture points. So at the moment, 2 big major battles. There's Jane. Oh, wait, we caught her! No way! She was commanding. Yeah, and we won. Oh, that's perfect. Can't take any hostages. Perfect. So let's enforce that demands. And we've taken the Vale. So what do we do with Jane? She's been imprisoned. And there is no heirs to the Vale. So under my control, Aemond's going to have his way with her, let's say. We might be able to get an heir to the Vale and put a Targaryen there. Yikes. Okay, so there's heaps of Vale Lords here. Swollen belly. Never thought it would come to this. Oh my god. So Jane Arryn is now pregnant. And hopefully we can have a heir to the Vale and put a Targaryen there. Because even House Arryn is on the brink of extinction. Yeah, roleplay wise, I think that's a very Aemond thing to do. He would capture Jane. Oh, and they've had a son. Gedry. Oh, no. What do I do with this then? Aemond's first-born son and heir. From Jane Arryn. Do I legitimize him? It's just like... Aemond has literally been struggling. Have more than one. Wait, Hugh took to the sky on who? Grey Ghost. Interesting. My great uncle or so. Interesting. Oh, okay. So I can legitimize him. I might. Oh, this is going to complicate things. The problem is if it was a female, it would be fine, because then they could take the Vale. But if I legitimize him, Gendry Waters, born in King's Landing to Jane Arryn, we'll give him a dragon egg. We just have to legitimize him. But then a bastard will sit the Iron Throne. I guess we're going to be running Aegon the Fifth, King Aegon the Unworthy, a bit better. Okay, but with like Aemond's really struggling to have kids. He's only had the one, and she's like 5 or 6 now. Maybe I just, in hindsight, shouldn't have married Helena. And Jane Arryn is no more. So then Gedry is now ruler of the Vale, half Targaryen. But now he's actually indirect heir for the Iron Throne. I guess I could try and allow, if he has another son, which is unlikely. Oh, I could actually combine the claims. Maybe I do that. Yeah, I just wasn't expecting Aemond to not have children. And Jane has met an unfortunate demise, which is what would happen. Okay. Interesting. So the veil has been taken. Yeah, I wish I could, without legitimizing him for the Iron Throne, I wish. Yeah. We could have just basically given him the veil. So Gedry Waters, the only child of Jane Arryn under duress, I might add, is the heir to the veil. So at least we're going to have another 60,000 forces there. Another 30,000, total 60,000. I could get Hugh now that he's got a dragon to marry Daeron's daughter. There's a bit of a gap, but that might work. Bring that claim in. Okay, so now we've got Dawn, and they're in a massive war at the moment. Looks like the Dornish lords are going against the prince. So the Vale was the tricky one. Now it's time to go against the Greyjoys in the Iron Islands, I think. Go against the boy king there. So let's look to do that. And let's declare war upon the Greyjoys. We've made a friend with Jason Lannister, which is nice. But already we're fermenting a bit of a succession crisis. Unless Aemond can have some more children. Oh my god. It's going to be interesting, yeah, if he has another son or child with Helena. But here we go. We've declared war upon Dalton Greyjoy's son, who still calls himself king. We got rid of the Kraken after sending him to the wall, intercepting him on the King's Road. And now we're going to bring the rebellious Iron Islands to Kiel. And then I guess we go after those down in Dawn. A new commander? A Beesbury? Oh, okay. But Aemond's rule is actually quite stable. And I think that's because there's just so many young lords about. Oh, he's even incapacitated now. He's incapable of ruling. His brother's taken up as regent. Oh! And Daeron has had another son. That's not bad. With... He wants to call him Aemond. Do I change the spelling or is it just fine? I think that's quite fitting. Could call him Baelor or something. No, Aemond is king. So, yeah. Eventually, Aemond the One-Eye will be no more. Oh, but Daeron is having a better time children-wise. Maybe because he got to marry the Baratheon baddie. In the end. A ruler in the making. Yeah. Will the Lords support a legitimized child from the Vale? Well, so far, it's nearly been 10 years since the dance, and that's the only way Aemond has able to have a son, is through Jane Arryn. Okay, so we've taken some hostages there. Nicely done. And the Ironborn have submitted to Aemond and have joined the Seven Kingdoms. Once and for all. And Galissa Greyjoy has now joined our court. Oh, and he's finally had a son. Uh-oh. Magon. What should I call him? Oh, only now. Viserys, Balon, Jaehaerys, Aenys, Aegon. Aemond's kind of... What would he call his son? He definitely wouldn't call it... Would he call him Maegor? No. It would be something... No, let's call him Aegor after... Yeah, Aegor. That's a cool name. My God, it's literally taken 10 years. That's insane. Okay, so now this is going to complicate things. So, Aegor is the rightful heir. Firstborn son between him and Olenna. Oh God, he's just turning into his father. We've literally caused a succession crisis here. Oh no, Otto Hightower, my grandfather has passed. Unfortunately, I guess we give it to Boris. And let's grant some pardons here. I don't want to be too wrathful. Yeah, the Baratheons have been supporting us, so let's help them. 42,000 now. And Boris Baratheon is now hand to the king. Yeah, geez. So who will the Lords support once Aemond passes? Will it be the legitimized Gedry Arryn boy? Or will it be Aegor? And then I guess we go basically give everything to Aegor. Just thing is, Aemond is so short-sighted. Literally. Causing a succession crisis on his own. Yeah, even the Lord there's not very good. Well, the Martells are quite weak now. Oh, they're married into the Lannisters there. Yeah, it's a little bit weird that they marry... The Lannisters marry into Dawn. I think that's more of a later code thing in the War of the Five Kings and whatnot. Alright, so let's go to war against the Dornish. As they were fighting a civil war not too long ago. Their armies are very weak. But this is what's going to make, or really break, Aemond's reign, is it not? We're going to push down into Dawn with our armies and our dragons. Famous last words, of course, for any Targaryen marching south. But now we're trying to build back the Targaryen tree that it was sitting at a dwindling 5 total family members of pure blood. Only 2 male heirs. And one's at the wall. Okay, Nettles is spying against me. So let's banish her most definitely. Oh, we must have picked her up when we conquered the Vale. Interesting. Okay, so we need a new Hand of the King or No, yeah, Boris Baratheon. Oh, he's died. How did he die? Oh, no. Taken out in Dawn. Aemond, who's 8. Oh, my God. There are so many young lords. So maybe the future heir of Aemond. It might be worse off because he might be quite young and all the other lords are older. I'm not too sure. Okay, so why are we over here now? Oh, because we've got Dragonstone. Did something condense there? We got the Lordship of Blackstripe. Well, I guess I give the Vale to Gedry. But he's still going to have the Iron Throne, is he not? Alicent is helping him out. Interesting that that falls it in line, though. Not the other Arryns. Do I give him Dragonstone? No, I think I give my other boy Dragonstone because he's the heir. We'll let him stew there. Yeah, let's definitely do that because Aegor is legitimately the heir. Oh my God, we'll give him Dragonstone. Yeah, let's do that. The High Lordship and the Lordship too. Cool. I do quite like that we are fomenting the civil war once Aemond dies. I didn't really think about it, like, because it's the male heir. I kind of just want to have a child with Jane Arryn so then we could take the Vale and put a Targaryen there. But in doing so, it's made him a bastard heir to the Iron Throne directly. And then we've got Daeron in his line. They're married nicely. Interesting. Yeah, there's probably just going to straight up be a civil war between Aemond's two sons. Okay, so we are still slowly but surely pushing south into Dawn. We just need Daeron to start coming in clutch. Dornish cities and towns and villages now burn for the Targaryens as Aemond still now looks to secure his rule. Just pushing just over the borderland here, near the Dornish marshes, as we do have logistical and supply support a lot closer and near. We're chasing them down back in the Stormlands here because there's just Dornish running about the place. Oh! And Aegor has hatched his own dragon. Nice. Gedry was given a dragon egg, though. We're in a really good position here. Oh, and Helena has had a daughter again. Okay, so now she's starting to have some more children. Which is going to help things. Oh, so now we're starting to grow this little family of ours. Helena's had 8 children in total. No, 7. Oh, well, yeah. Not counting some of them. Elmo Tully is helping us out. Getting some more leadership bonuses there. Visenya now takes to the sky on her 11-year-old dragon. Oh no. Visenya lost her egg. We might have to give her another. But no matter, there's still so many dragons after the dance. That there's still just so many to claim. Oh, okay. So maybe Visenya is a little bit mad, unfortunately. Let's lock Estamont up. Sober him up a little. 77%. This war is going a little bit longer than what I would like or anticipate, unfortunately. Another victory here just north of the Dornish Marches. Nice. Boiling with anger. Okay. Oliver Ironwood has been imprisoned. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, we're struggling there a little. Oh. She even a true Targaryen. She's lost 2 eggs now. My daughter. Gedry learns the Valyrian language. That's good that he's, even though he's half a Valeman, he's doing okay. Okay, we need a new marshal there. So Jason Lannister is now Hand of the King. After Otto, there's been 3. Oh, nice. And we've won. Yeah, so the Dornish King died. Interesting. So hang on. So her primary heir is who? Wait, we can actually ask for the primary heir, Roxana. Hang on. Are we about to do the same thing we did to Jane? This one is going to be a guest and a house guest. Not necessarily a hostage. Okay. Oh, we've still got her betrothed to the Ironwood. Yeah, Roxana is now our valuable hostage. Okay. Well, maybe we can put a Targaryen on the Dornish seat then. Oh my god. Well, it's not like he didn't like some of the taverns and some of the establishments in and around King's Landing, Aemond. He definitely has his own dragon seeds running around the place. Yeah, so the heir to Dawn is now our guest. Huh. Yeah, and because of Dornish succession, it doesn't matter if she's a Sand, I don't think. So we might be able to put another one of Aemond's children on a foreign throne. Interesting. I will... Oh, she's 12. Okay, right. So Instead of sending her home once she comes of age, she can stay in King's Landing and become a courtier. Right, so let's have a look. So Aemond's now 32. Visenya's now 13. Gedry's 8. And we sit on the Iron Throne. Aegor is currently 5. The true heir of the Iron Throne. Wish we could just declare it. Oh no! At 62 years of age, Christian Cole, the Kingmaker, is no more. We need a new Lord Commander. Rickard Thorne is probably the natural replacement. Yes, let's definitely do that. And yes, 35 prowess, but he's hunchback. Hugh Waters, betrothed to Rhaenys. I could bring him in. He's quite good. But it's going to affect Rhaenys. Maybe I just go with Elwood. I don't want a hunchback on the Kingsguard. Or Hugh Hammer. Oh no! And Prince Daemon Targaryen, the Rogue Prince, at 64 years of age, has died at the Night's Watch. And in his will, he's given Dark Sister back to Aemond. Here is Westeros. Aemond, 38 years of age. Skipping a little bit ahead. Gedry's now 12. Aegor's now 9. Still betrothed there. 9 living family members now. Aemond and Rhaenys. Rhaenys are engaged. Can I make this attempt now on her? Yes. So I will try and get a little bit friendly with Roxana Martell, the princess and heir of Dawn. Try and get a little bit friendlier. Go from a situationship to something else. Rickon's now 20. Roderick is a little bit older. But so far, through fear and wrath, Aemond has united Westeros and is now holding all the kingdoms under his control. After winning the dance, let's face it, without Commander Daeron taking out Rhaenyra, we might not have won it in the end. Who knows? And Roxana and Aemond are getting to know each other quite well. Jason's had a son there. Oh, with the Tarbeck. Yeah, right, okay. He definitely looks like a Lannister. So Gedry doesn't want to marry Visenya. Okay, so we're gonna force it, but he still might run away. Oh, Helena's had another daughter. Oh, that's nice. He does look very Aaron. Prince of the Vale. What should I name? I got another daughter. Alara. It wouldn't be Allison. I just like the A naming scheme because Aemond would call everyone like an A, I think. Like Jaehaera. Oh, Aera. Jaehaera? That doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, let's call her Jaehaera. Oh, okay. So unfortunately, at 41, Aemond's drunk and wants to ride Vhagar. He's not in good health, though, unfortunately. Something we need to keep an eye on. Gedry now comes of age, and he's now knighted. Oh. Wait, Visenya's had a child Visaria with who? Visaria Waters. Oh no, I guess she's taken quite a long time. Who's that? Oh my god. Aemond's line is just filled with illegitimates now. Who? Visenya? No. And Hugh Waters has unfortunately passed. Oh, and they only just got married too. Yeah, so Aemond and those two will now marry. Oh, it's complicated. Hugh Waters died. He was murdered. Okay. By a Dornishman? Unlegitimately. Yeah. Oh, maybe, yeah. In that war down in Dorne, he was a bit peeved. Religious ecstasy. Okay. He confessed to the High Septon that he's been spending time with the Dornish princess. Okay. Well, yeah, hopefully we can put one of Aemond's kin on the Dornish throne, I guess. Oh my god, this has gone crazy. It's gonna be such a mess once Aemond dies, because, like, will the Vale Lords support Gedry? He's on the Iron Throne, though, but he's taking the Vale Knights with him. Aegor is the legitimate, but who will side with Aegor? He's the rightful king. And then there's the Dornish, too. A swollen belly, 21. So will Roxana have a child with Aemond eventually? Secret exposed. Oh, the Queen of... oh! We can arrest the current Queen of Dawn. She married a Lannister, but she's been... Wait, but why would they care in Dawn? Oh, the dude's like a wildling. Oh, that's why. Wait, so Quinton's lineage is in disrepute. These crimes cannot go unpunished. Guards! Arrest the Queen of Dawn. Yes! So then what we could do is put Roxana and then Aemond's daughter. Oh my god. Oh, I love Crusader Kings. Yeah, so Roxana, we can say the child is mine. Yeah, okay. And then what I can do is I can just banish her mother. We can wait, we'll legitimize her in King's Landing. Aleandra. I'll give her a dragon egg before she goes. And then what I'll do... I didn't think it's a daughter. So then she can properly inherit the title as a noblewoman. And... I think just banishing her... No, I'll get her to renounce her claims. That's what I'll do. And then we'll put Roxana... Because I think she'll be sent back instantly, won't she? I'm thinking. Yeah, so let's banish Roxana. Yeah, let's do that. And now in a change of circumstances... Wait, she died anyway on the way... Okay. Once she got banished. Okay, so Roxana, Aemond's friend, is now back in Dawn with Aemond's daughter. We've got some other Greyjoys here too. It's probably time to get rid of them. We just haven't been able to ransom them. Theon, Dagon, Victarion, Greyjoy. I guess it's kept the boy lord there quite some time. Regent. She's going to get married in the end. She's going to make it home now. Thankfully, geez, that was a little bit sketchy. Faces from a long time. Jenny. Why is Aemond still thinking about Jenny? Well, I guess Roxana's now gone, though. Oh. Bonnie Baratheon? What happened? Wait, Vermax killed Bormund? Oh, I guess, like, Vermax is still, like, flying around the place. In the Stormlands. Okay. Aemond's now 44. Gedry's now 18. Bring Veil armor too. All interesting stuff. We've got heaps of money here. Maybe I should put some money into the capital. My armies have been fine. We're just like hoarding wealth, so maybe we just try and make it so that whoever holds King's Landing can get a little bit more money. Like, what else are we literally going to put it to? Can't upgrade the Dragon Pit. Oh, Jason's died, unfortunately. We're going to need a new hand of the king then. I don't even know who we give that to. Alison's still alive. Educate my daughter. We've gone all the way down to strategist. Haven't gone elsewhere, though. We need a new hand of the king. Who can that be? Lauren Lannister. Oh, Roxana I can give it to. No, we'll give it to someone who's a little bit more qualified. Okay, yeah, so Visenya and Gedry still haven't had a child either. He's now 21. We're just really struggling to have children as Targaryens. Aegon. Aemond has a bunch of children. Aemond has a bunch of children. Aegon. We need to marry off. I don't know who I marry her to. Because I guess it would be Rhea, but now she's joined the Silent Sisters. I don't know why. Why'd she do that? So it's going to be the younger one. The thing is, they might go for Visenya Aegon. And then this is the Aaron line. Oh yeah, we've got Daeron here too. With Aemond and Rhaenys. They've ended up having a child. Hugh Hammer never got with Rhaenys in the end. Interestingly enough. But here's the family tree. With Aemond and Daeron. Oh no! Aemond has died at 47. And Gedry has taken the throne. Vhagar's no more too. Okay, so we can play as Gedry or Aegor. I'm nearly tempted to play as Aegor. I reckon we could do that as a run. Alright, unfortunately I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching. There's Aemond run. And now we've got the second generation with Aemond's children. And he's got the veil with him too, though. So Gedry, son of Jane Arryn, legitimized Waters, now sits the Iron Throne, and Aegor in Dragonstone, the one true king, is fighting a Valyrian uprising. So will the lords side with Aegor or Gedry? Let me know in the comments. Once again, someone of Arryn blood with a mixture of Targaryen, like Rhaenyra, is trying to usurp the Iron Throne. And then I've got my half-sister down in Dawn, who is their queen. The Reach Lord Lionel's now 28. He's now 31. Kermit Tully rules. Roderick's now 28. Yeah, so even some of the young... Yeah, because it's been like decades now. Boy lords are now fully grown men. Yeah, so who is the rightful heir? Gedry or Aegor? Let me know in the comments. Unfortunately, got to wrap things up. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.